So we are playing the nasus in the top lane, and this is the nerf of the passive, like the one that auto, and then the maximum is 20. It used to be 24, and the win rate is very low because it's terrible in high elos, like 1,000 sack. It doesn't mean it's OP because the ADC still gonna one shot nonsense, but only for the low elos that have like bad ADC. Then it's very difficult to kill. But if you have good ADC because they have LDR, then they can sweat nonsense. And nonsense crit is viable, and tank is viable in nonsense, and they suck by 4 now. No more like 3, and this guy just randomly running down, and yeah. And I really experienced Master matchup because I play Master a lot, so I already know how to counter it. And we're gonna fast forward because unless you want to see me farming the whole game, right, to make the gameplay a little bit faster to see what my macro and how I play it at the top lanes, but some people like to see it. And I put the helmet because for Max E matchup because I need more HP. Not the healing region because I need more HP because you're gonna poke and lane in the early game phases. And that's why I survive. If I get like Doing Shield, I probably would die because I don't have the extra 40% 40 sat of HP. So he probably killed me, the one that tower dives. So that's why I could go doing helmet. And fleet got buff, like 10 movement speed more, but not that insane. And I don't really like nasus when I go team fight because it's very awkward for some time. Cause you need somebody have like CC, like traps. Maybe you need Morgana, and then to actually do this the synergy. But right now, our synergy doesn't make any sense for like to use the W. I can use W, then I can use vehicle W if they landed right, and then uh Jin W can land W after the Viego, the more Shang CC. That's about it. And then we only have Brand, but you can land all your 3 combos. So you can land your 2 combo, the W and your Q. But anyway, Nasus scale with the Q, like you can get kills like when you get 200 sack. That really pumps. I getting ganked by supports. Always trying to bait so that I could burn the flash. Okay, we take the flash. That's pretty worth. And then now this Master got baited because he wastes his ult. And I'm pretty sure I can kill this guy because I have a lot of mana. Oh, he W the same time when I Q. Okay, look like their jungler came. Interesting top lane experience, by the way. I play a lot of classic, and it's not that great because it's not my style, okay? Because I dislike the classic how it worked. You could get like unions, and you have to use the skill point 30, you can use 30 that you want more damage, do you want more crit, you want more AP or more defensive or more coin incomes. That's for mostly for sport. And it it's like no home guard. And the meta I only play is nasus, Veigar, and Sion. I only play scaling champion in League Classic. I don't like other champion. I only like scaling. That's about it. Yeah. It's not so good at first pick. I don't think so. It's more like situational. Cause not so good for counter range top lane, AP top lane, and mostly not so redo is melee champion because that's what I noticed when I play Nasus. The reason why I go and crit because they're all squishy. If I go Triforce, I can do that, but I don't need to because they have Bane. If I go more HP, Bane will do more damage basically because HP percentage damage. And I find it funny that Nasus is like a point and click with the E and W. You get free damage basically. Like you can reduce, I think 80% on max E, and your W is like 85 slow to them, so they cannot chase you down. But only ADC can kill you. That's the only problem. Like if they have clans or QSSS, and then they can remove the slow. Then it not the W is useless. And my favorite skin in Nasus is the Riot Nasus. They are goated, like not even joking. When I compare the other skin, it looks so ugly. I don't like very flashy characters. Hmm. So now this master you cannot contest with me anymore because I'm very fat now. I do like Triforce damage now for every single cubes, by the way. But I remember back in the old days, crit Nasus used to be very OP. Then they nerfed the Q like in the past of the crit Nasus. It used to be like 250 crit damage, right? Then Nasus used to do one shot people. But nowadays like Triforce with Border Belt or Triforce with Spirits. That's the most common combos for it of the builds. But Crit Nasus meta is kinda back for like top lane and mid lane. But mid lane is more harder if you're against like a lot of champion dash that can don't need to use the ability that remove the slow. You know what I mean? Like RER that can base nasty W and then get away. And mostly my matchup, I'm really used to see like a lot of ganks pretty normal as Nazi player. But if you're not Nazi player, you cannot do that, by the way. Not even joking, because you not get like a lot of damage from your Qs. And yeah. And I'm gonna tower dive the Syndra, how broken Nazi is like. And I survive for sure. It mostly, if you can have the mental of the farming game about the early game, it all is about the early game. If you get one kill, early game over. That's how top lane work. Oh, that damage, with E and Q, crazy. Oh, look like they want to contest with me, huh? One more Q. Oh, unfortunately, I hit the canyon. At least that healing is still insane because the healing is based on your how much damage you do. More damage, more healing. Like damn kinda. Whether ability or not ability, more healing. If you really want to know my music, I can put it up and how I listen when I get nasus. Or like, if you want to know my POV in game, right? I can share it right now. So this is the music music nasus, and this is what it sounds like right now. And yeah, that's pretty much what my music when I play the game. I'm still surprised that it's still OP but 1v1, but not for especially when I go team fight. Because team fight is more difficult because there's so many targets that you have to attack. Mostly the top laner experience is you don't like bot lane because it's so OP, bro. But what it is, what it is, because there always something broken. And then when I play that role, this other one that is broken. I know mid laner, just like top laner champion, because it's so tanky for some champion, but they can get 86. It's what it is, it's what it is. That's what you can do. And yeah, I almost full build, and usually the last one will be collector. But right now we're getting LDR. But I'm getting free sack and almost like 800 sacks. And yeah. Wow, 1,000 kills. Let's see how much damage. Oh, he just W. Come on. Can't be serious, right? Classic Send 5-man top lane. That is wild, by the way. When I'm very fat, Send 5-man top lane. Nice. Wow, that one bar every single kill is crazy. But I do more damage when I don't crit. But when I crit, it lower damage. Like 400. What? That don't make any sense. 400, but I do auto is 600. That is crazy. And the next thing you have to know about nasus is you cannot be like super greedy to get kills. Like you can't. But only if you're very fat, then you can. Just like that, you one tap every single kill, bong, bong, bong every time. And yeah, hopefully they don't end it, so I can get 1,000 sat. Okay, reportable because they just attack every single tower. Let's FF, man. Surrender, guys. Anyone?